Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mario B coming at you guys with our draft analysis for the RODL, the Rocket Draft League, guys. And I'm very excited to show you my squad, and I hope you guys are excited to see it. And if you guys are, definitely make sure to show your support by gliding that like button down below. And if you guys are brand new watching my content for the first time, definitely consider subscribing. So guys, we have a fun, awesome draft for you guys today, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. Maybe more excited than you guys are to even see it. So I'm gonna fix this light real quick because my arm was looking a little weird. But yeah, guys, like I said, RODL is a draft league ran by a couple of people. I know the person who invited me was actually my homie Just Lucas, a really good buddy of mine. He invited me to come play, so I said, hey, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. We're only in APA Academy right now. So a second draft league would never hurt. And I know, just like last video, I was saying I'm super busy with IRL stuff and all that, but hopefully for this league I can definitely put in a lot of work and you know, come up with a winning record. So yeah, it should be a whole lot of fun, guys. I'll try to have a not a pokey paste, but a paste bin of all the coaches in the link in the description down below, so you guys can all go check them out. I'm sure there's smaller content creators, not even smaller, they might like have the same number of subs as me and stuff, but they're just not in like draft leagues. I guess you could say like more popular draft leagues. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just check the description and follow all the coaches. If you guys aren't following them already, you know the vibes. We are trying to get in over here. We are trying to get to the top over here. So so this draft was a 16-person draft, if I'm not mistaken, and we had the 7th pick overall. 7th pick, right? Lucky pick, supposedly middle of the draft. Not the luckiest though. So there was a couple things I was eyeing. I really wanted to try Urshifu single strike just because that thing hits like an absolute truck. That thing was on the board. Things like what else was I trying to this draft was a little bit different because you had like 100 points for your draft, and then the highest point tier that I'm on was 10 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 10 points. Yeah, I think 10 points was like the highest. And then you can draft anywhere from 9 to 10 mons. I don't, why do I feel like that's so wrong? I feel like that it's so wrong what I'm saying right now, but I do feel like the highest draft point that you could get was like I'm double checking it right now. The highest point mon that you could get was like 10 points, and you had like 100 points to finish out your whole team. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's how it was. I'm double checking right now because I can't believe it, because then you can get 10 point mons, which wouldn't make sense, right? I'm not sure. I'm talking about yeah, okay, it was 10 points. 10 points was the highest, and things in 10 points were like Cinderace, Darmanitan, Dragapult, Landorus, Melmetal, Mew, Tapu Koko, Tornadus, Urshifu, and Zygarde. So like I was saying, I was trying to get Urshifu, but it ended up getting sniped before me. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I couldn't get it. I was also considering getting something like Darmanitan just because it could be kind of fun. Shout out to the homie Grandmaster D-Ray, but it ended up getting picked up too. So I was like, what looks fun? And then I thought, hey, it's there on the board. It's amazing. Let's grab it. So for our first pick, we went ahead and grabbed Tapu Koko, aka Tapu Loco, and I went ahead and did all the custom color textures, guys, for them on. So everything's looking nice. This, I might be colorblind, but it still looks kind of yellow and orange to me, but this is actually like a really light pink and then a little bit of a darker pink. So hopefully you guys can see that as well. If you guys don't like it, let me know, I can change it. But yeah, this is like a pink Tapu Koko right here. Really nice. And let's talk about Tapu Koko, right, baby? It gets amazing pivoting in Volt Switch and U-turn, so we don't have to worry about those ground types. It gets access to things like Grass Knots, Wild Charge. It gets good moves on the physical side and the special side. Typically, this thing is ran special because of electric terrain, but this thing can be ran physical as well and still get that hard-hitting boost off of the electric terrain with Wild Charge. It gets access to Roost. It gets access to Calm Mind. It gets access to Stored Power this generation, which is really nice. It gets access to Nature's Madness, get 50% off on something as well. So yeah, it's really nice, guys, for this generation, and I really like the pivoting it gives us as well, starting off a potential Volt turn core if we have one. And yeah, love me some Tapu Koko, baby. That's gonna be Tapu Loco, the Tapu Koko. And like I said, just giving us that first solid overall pick. We went with terrain again in APA. We went with psychic terrain. This time we're doing electric terrain, which is really nice, which we'll hope to pair with a unburdened user later on. And You guys might notice that there's only 9 picks on the board. That's because spoilers, I only picked up 9 mons this draft, so you guys will see it. Go ahead and see the 9 mons that we drafted, and hopefully you guys like them. So we drafted Tapu Koko, and in Gen 7 I really like this core that I used for like 2 draft leagues. It was Tapu Koko, Mega Scissor, and Como. These 3 mons like help each other so much. Like Tapu Koko, what's Tapu Koko weak to? Ground, and it's weak to poison, right? So Scizor would like take the poison type hits. If it's Sludge Bomb, which most of the time it is, you know, Como does get access to like Soundproof and Bulletproof, which blocks Sludge Bomb, which is amazing. The fighting type resists ground that Tapu Koko is weak to. Como resist you know, Scizor's fire type weakness, all that good stuff, guys. So that was a really strong core I liked. But I ended up taking Hawlucha, and I wanted to do something different with Tapu Koko. I didn't want to just do basic like terrain, Hitmonlee, tap, you know, Hawlucha, but I did pick up Hawlucha, and it was like a choke. I was kind of worried because I was holding up the draft, and like it was like a full day that I didn't draft, but it was still slow draft, so I was tripping like, oh man, I want to pick so I can get this thing going. So I picked up Hawlucha. Luckily after the draft I was able to drop it, and I did end up picking up the Como. So we picked up Como, aka Bird O from like Mario's World, if you guys watch that. And yeah guys, right here Como, like I said guys, gives us our first Stealth Rocker. This thing is super bulky, gets access to Iron Defense this generation, along with Body Press, which on top of Stab is still 1.5 boosted. Not to mention this thing gets access to Clangorous Soul in this draft league, so we can go ahead and rock any type of setup. We can rock a Stealth Rocker, we can rock a defensive set, we can rock AV set, we can rock a Dragon Dance set, we can rock a special set. Like this thing is so diverse, and I think that's what I love about this team so far, is look at the diversity, right? Tapu Koko doesn't always have to be ran super offensively. It can be ran Screens Likely, it could be ran Nature's Madness, just getting off chip on everything. It could be ran Choice Specs, it could be ran Calm Mind, Stored Power. Like the options are crazy. I also think Tapu Koko gets Iron Defense, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, like Como just gives us another really diverse mon, along with pairing up with Tapu Koko, super nice. So like I had mentioned earlier, the core was Tapu Koko, Como, and Mega Scissor, and of course, you know, Mega Scissor isn't in the game anymore, but we were able to get regular Scissor, baby. So we kept the core from Gen 7. We're gonna bring it to Gen 8 and see if it can put in the work that I needed to. Scissor, man, again, another diverse mon, being able to rock things like a bulky defog set, a bulky defensive defog set, an offensive Swords Dance set, a Choice Bandit set. Like the pivoting on this team is amazing with Scissor and Tapu Koko already. Como doesn't get that pivoting, unfortunately, but Tapu Koko and Scissor can go ahead and pivot out and go ahead and switch into things that have a better matchup. Scissor is just super nice. And we finish our Dragon Fairy Steel Core very early, and it's very powerful, which is really nice. And I honestly love this color sprite so much. I decided to go with like an aqua type of green color for this mon, and I think it came out so beautiful. So yeah guys, Scissor right here gives us our first defogger. So we have a Stealth Rocker, we have a defogger. With a 9 mon draft, you can pretty much assume that these are going to be our most favorable options, unless we pick some other stuff up later on. So let's go ahead and go into the next pick. So I was able to go ahead and get my Dragon Fairy Steel Core. I also wanted to pick up a very solid water, fire, grass and fire core. So as you guys know me, I love me some Marshtomp. Like Marshtomp is my little bro. That's my dog. So I was like, you know what, why not pick up Big Bro? So we went ahead and picked up Swampert here, baby. We got Swampert, which gives us our second Stealth Rocker. And like I said, another diverse mon, guys. This thing can be ran defensive, especially defensive. This thing can be ran with Bulk Up this generation, which is super nice. Bulk Up, don't sleep on it. Offensive Swampert, totally can happen. Access to Waterfall, access to Ice Punch, access to Earthquake. Like its dual stab is so good offensively. Not to mention its one weakness, Grass, which is covered by what? Como, Scissor, and Koko. Like the absolute like chemistry between these 4 mons is amazing. Not to mention that Swampert also gets what this generation? What? Flip turn? Oh yeah, okay. It gets flip turn too, right? So it can switch out too if it needs to, right? So the pivoting is crazy. It's crazy on this team, guys. And it gives us our second Stealth Rocker, which is beautiful. And like I said, another diverse mon. which is really, really nice. So like I said, I was trying to get my water fire grass core, and guys, this thing was still on the board, and my front office was yelling at me like, Mario, why haven't you picked this thing up yet? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? And I had to tell him like, no, bro, I'm not dumb. I just didn't. I never used this mod. I don't know. I don't know how to use this mod, bro. I don't know. Like, how do you use it? And they were like, just pick it up and we'll teach you. So I said, YOLO, let's go ahead and do it. So we picked up Victini. Shout out to my boy JV. That's the nickname for this mod, JV the Victini. And yeah, guys, we picked up Victini. So we have an amazing water and fire type off the gate. Our speed tiers are looking fair-ish. We go from 130. Sorry, I keep hitting mic with my my headset, my glasses, guys. I get too crazy. I get too crazy out here. But yeah, guys, you know, we have Victini right here, which gives us another great utility mon, guys. Like I'm saying, this thing has base 100 stats across the board. It can be ran physical, it can be ran special, it could be ran bulky, it could be ran assault vested, it could be ran you know, setup, it could be not be set up. It's beautiful. It has momentum in U-turn as well. Gets access to blue flare, gets access to bolt strike, gets access to V-create, great scarfer at base 100 as well. So just an overall great mon, and adding some really nice you know, I was gonna say symmetry, but I think that's chemistry to the team. Being able to you know, hit those grass types that Swampert doesn't really want to deal with. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, guys. Victini out here, and it's gonna put in a lot of work. Hope you guys like the blue color texture. I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on it. Like, I kind of like it, I kind of don't, but we're gonna keep the color texture. We're gonna keep it. But next one, shout out to my boy Cherry, because he was like bugging me on this mon, and I really didn't want to pick it up despite how good it fits with my team. I really did not want to pick this mon up because I have used them all the time. Like, I'm always using this mon, but hey, we picked them up regardless. I hope I changed the color texture here. I'm not sure if I did, but next we picked up, oh wait, actually, oops, I think I got my mons wrong. We ended up picking up Umbreon next, baby. This was not the pick I was talking about, but yeah, Umbreon, guys. I realized my team was a little bit weak on the especially defensive side. Like, Scissors nice, right, and Como is decent, and Swampert's decent, but is anything as fast as Umbreon? I don't think so, guys. If you guys saw our BBL run, where we were actually taking on Ubermons with this Pokemon, it was crazy. This thing was eating hits for days. It was hitting them back. And yeah, just super nice. Access to Wish, so it gives us a Cleric along with Heal Bell, if I'm not mistaken. Gets access to Foul Play, so it's really hard for Mons to want to set up on us. And Umbreon also gets Baton Pass, which is another form of you know, momentum, which could actually help us out a lot. But typically this thing is going to be brought like Moonlight or Wish, you know, Heal Bell, Foul Play, Toxic, Protect. Does what it does very well. Umbreon is super hard to take down, and its one weakness is bug. Their weaknesses is bug and fighting, which I have a whole ass Scissor and I have a whole ass Como right in the back, so not really too worried about its weaknesses. And yeah, like I said, just fits with the team very well. So I want to make sure I got my slides right here, so because I don't know if I did that right. Okay, so the next pick was the one that Cherry was bugging me about, and he was telling me, yo, you got to pick this up. It's so good for your team. And he's right. Like, he's 100% right. Like, it is so nice for my team. Like, it blends in so well. But I've used this mon multiple times. Like, I think I've used it like in my past 3 draft leagues or 3 draft leagues probably. But I can't lie, man. It's chemistry with this team is amazing, and I had to pick it up. And that's gonna be my boy Rotom. Oh my god, Rotom is so nice for this team. If you guys look, my team is a little bit ground weak in Tapu Koko, Victini, mostly, you know, Como, Kinitos ground type hits, but man, Rotom giving us that levitate user, finishing off our fire, water, grass core, letting us get another defogger, another reliable defogger at that. Also giving us momentum in Volt Switch, baby, giving us a setup mon in Nasty Plot, Rotom as well. And like I said, guys, the absolute like utility and versatility of these mons on the squad so far. Like I was saying, Scissor, Como, Tapu Koko, Swampert, Victini, Rotom, like 6 out of the 7 mons right now are super versatile. Even Umbreon, like if you were to run like an Umbreon with like Curse, Moonlight, Bite, Sucker Punch, like you can even do something like that, like what catches a lot of people off guard because they're expecting like a hella defensive Umbreon and you come with Curse Umbreon, you know. So it's just super good. It gives us that grass typing. It gives us a second electric type, which can also spam rising voltage, which is beautiful. So big shout out to Cherry for convincing me to pick this up, because honestly it blends with the team super well. And yeah, big shout out to Rotom right here. Hopefully going to be putting in the work for Le Squad. Next we got an unburden user, and can you guess who it is? It's the motherfucking Balloon Bop Drifblim, guys. Drifblim, the balloon, the unburden user. I didn't want to go with Hitmonlee because I have Hitmonlee for AP Academy. Not to mention that I didn't want to go with the whole, you know, relying on unburden type of thing. So I really like Drifblim here, and Drifblim gives us that unburden. It gives us access to things like Tailwind. It gives us access to things like Strength Sap. It gives us access to things like spamming Hex with status. We have a lot of status users on the team as far as Will-O-Wisp, like Will-O-Wisp, Victini, Will-O-Wisp, Rotom, Will-O-Wisp, wait, did I say Will-O-Wisp, Rotom? I did, baby. Will-O-Wisp, Drifblim as well. Tapu Koko gets T-Wave. And yeah, just burning out statuses, getting with Drifblim. It gets double speed. This thing gets access to Calm Mind, can also set up. It doesn't always have to be super bulky. It can be like really anything. It can be really versatile. You just have to know how to use it, right? Yeah, it gets a Calm Mind, it gets Clear Smog, gives us another defog user, gets Destiny Bond, a fast Destiny Bond, not to mention gets Shadow Ball, gets Strength Sap, gets Sucker Punch, gets Tailwind, gets Trick as well. Let's say we want to run like you know, we don't want to run like any electric type seed. We'll go ahead and run that, you know, Trick Scarf, you know, different things. Definitely versatile. Maybe not as versatile as the other mons, but super nice, giving us that for sure double speed on a mon once we need it, which is really nice, guys. So the last pick for the draft, and I didn't want to make this too long, and it's coming up on 20 minutes, so sorry about that. But the last mon on the squad, I didn't have a grounded poison, and I only had 1 point left, so I ended up drafting Venipede because I didn't know this thing was called Whirlipede. So we got Whirlipede, baby. Yeah, and Whirlipede right here is gonna go ahead and give us another Spikes user, give us an Eviolite user, give us a Toxic Spike user, give us a Toxic Spike Absorber as well. I was looking at the teams, and a lot of teams drafted 9 mons, so I doubt that some of them have toxic poison type mons. So if they don't have a poison type, hey, I'm bringing this and I'm bringing T-Spikes on them. So it could work really well since my team has a component where it could rock like super hyper offensive as well. So you know, T-Spikes with hyper offense is always super nice. Pressure them so they can't defog, and we just, you know, try to sweep quick. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be the whole squad right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys favorite color texture was. In my opinion, my favorite color texture is probably Scissor or Swampert. Those two go the hardest. Rotom is a close third. Like, I really like the Rotom color texture that I did. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the whole squad. Like I said, RODL should be really fun. For week 1, we're actually taking on my boy Just Lucas in probably one of our worst matchups ever, if I have to be honest. Probably one of our like worst matchups ever. So we're going to have to get really creative with that. So hopefully we can do that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the whole video, guys. Make sure to show your support for the Rolly Street Rillabooms this season by leaving a like down below. And if you guys are brand new, as always, guys, definitely consider subscribing to catch our run through RODL. I'm hoping that we can have a good season, guys. I know I've been choking in some of my other seasons, so hopefully we can finish off this one and come up on top with the chip. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get through a couple hard opponents for sure, but I feel like we have a super solid squad, and I'm feeling like we can do it. So that's going to be the end of my ramble here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys on the next one. Peace.